Jona. If you're new here, my name is Jona and I upload twice a week. You can expect a lot of pop culture content. This includes things like Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, Broadway musical theater, and so much more. So if that sounds good to you, definitely be sure to subscribe. It would really help me out. So hit the subscribe button and also be sure to hit the little bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload. It is almost Halloween. I cannot believe that it's already October. That is crazy. So I thought this would be a perfect time to talk about some of my very favorite Disney villain songs. Disney knows how to make a good villain song. There are so many good ones, and this list is not in a particular order because it's so hard to choose which one's the best. Shiny from Moana. We all know I love Lin-Manuel Miranda. We know. So of course Shiny was going to be on this list. I think Shiny is a funny villain song. It's very clever. I think that's what I like most about it. I like how clever it is and how unique Jermaine's voice is. I love the vibe of it, and it doesn't like strike you as a villain song right away, which is interesting. But Tamatoa is a villain, and it is a villain song, but it's a pretty groovy villain song. I'm gonna bring back groovy, okay? I don't know why we stopped saying it. I'm bringing it back. Groovy is happening. Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians. This one I wasn't sure if I was going to count it as a villain song, even though it's widely regarded as one, because it's not really sung by a villain, so I wasn't sure about it, but here it is. Cruella de Vil is super catchy. Everyone knows the lyrics to it. I love how smooth it is. It's like melted butter. Cruella de Vil is like melted butter. That is the weirdest sentence. It's nothing flashy, it's nothing spectacular, it's just like a smooth, good song that perfectly describes Cruella. And the version for the live action remake, maybe it was 102 Dalmatians, but there's like a more funky version of it. I've always liked that version too. Mine, mine, mine from Pocahontas. When I was little, okay, bear with me here, I thought they were singing about chicken nuggets. When they say nuggets, nuggets, I was like, yes, chicken nuggets, I feel that. Honestly, I have this on this list just for Wiggins' part in it when he says, hi nunny nunny, hi nunny nunny. I love Wiggins. Wiggins is so underappreciated. Mother Knows Best from Tangled. Mother Knows Best is just like subtly creepy. She knows how to get into Rapunzel's head and she just like says these things. It's like she's been rehearsing it for years. As long as she's had Rapunzel, she's been rehearsing this, getting the choreography down, getting all of her examples down to a T. Mother Gothel was prepared. She was very prepared, very well rehearsed. Give her a Tony. Mother Knows Best is such like a musical theater number, which I love. Poor Unfortunate Souls from The Little Mermaid. This is a classic Disney villain song. If you ask somebody what their favorite Disney villain song is, I guarantee most of them will say this. Well, at least some of them. This is one that you think of when you think of a Disney villain song. Something that bothers me about this song, this is such a stupid thing to complain about, but it's so hard to sing along to because it's so low. Forget it. I cannot sing along to it and sound even remotely good. It's just such a classic. Second Rate from Aladdin Return of Jafar. Some people out there might not know this song, but I love this song. When I was little, I had a Disney villain CD. It was like Cruella's Villain Party or something, and this song was on it. But I also loved the VHS Return of Jafar. I loved that movie. Second Rate is fast-paced, and it's like finally Jafar gets a song. Which brings me to my next one on this list, the Prince Ali reprise. That is technically Jafar's villain song in the original Aladdin, and I think it's a good one. That song always makes me feel so uncomfortable, which is like the mark of a good villain song. I'm just like, oh, this is so bad. But I am glad that Jafar got like a more full-length song in Second Rate. Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. This is another one of the classics, another one that a lot of people will think of when you ask them about Disney villain songs. I was also hesitant in the same way I was hesitant about Cruella because it's sung by LeFou, who isn't necessarily a villain. I guess he's more of a villain sidekick. But I mean, come on. It's Gaston. It's the Gaston song. It's a pump-up song, but it's like we're bragging about this guy who's really awful, and that's just like interesting. And I also think Josh Gad did such a great job with this in the Beauty and the Beast remake. I loved what they did with LeFou's character, and I kind of wish they had gone further with that. From the same movie, the Mob song. I don't think people necessarily think of this when they think of villain songs, but it's led by Gaston. It's super villainous. Gaston is leading everybody to storm the castle to murder the Beast. If anybody should have gone with Monsieur d'Arc, it was Gaston. He is crazy. But it's such a good song. It's so well written, and I love like the interjections with the castle, and it's just like, it's so good. Guard your ears, children, I'm about to swear. I know it's not technically swearing, but I like to keep my channel family friendly, and so I've been debating, should I include this on the list because it's a bad word, or like it contains a bad word, but if I didn't include it, people would be like, what are you doing? It's the best song, as a lot of people think it's the best villain song, so I've been really worried, but here I am. Hellfire from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm so strange. But yes, okay, so this song is the epitome of a villain song. It's creepy, it's scary, it's a lot. Frollo is gross. He's disgusting. And I cannot believe this song made it into Hunchback, and it's part of the reason why Hunchback stands out so much. It's really well done. The animation is great. The whole thing is super creepy and super haunting, and it's super villainous. Be Prepared from The Lion King, the classicest of the classic Disney villain songs. Be Prepared is so good. What more is there to say? I don't really think there's more to say because it's that good. Like right off the bat when Scar jumps down the rocks in time with the music, I lose it. I can't even. Which leads nicely to the last one on my list, My Lullaby from Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Growing up, I loved Simba's Pride. I know some people might not have known about it, but I always knew about it and I loved it. I loved Kiara, I loved Kovu, I loved Zira even. This villain song is so good. It's on par with Be Prepared and with Poor Unfortunate Souls, and I feel like it's overlooked a lot. I feel like this should be the one that we think of when we think of classic Disney villain songs. It's got callbacks to Be Prepared, which is super cool, and Zira is just very menacing and like, she freaks me out a little bit. Like, she's determined, she knows her plan, and she's setting it years ahead of when she needs to. In the lyrics and the music, the whole thing, it's so well done. The animation, so well done. Oh, it's so good. So those are some of my favorite Disney villain songs. Let me know in the comments what some of yours are. I love you all. Stay beautiful, you people. Bye!